What's going on now, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Poon, but you guys knew that already. So today I decided to compile a list of the top 5 games I'm still looking forward to in 2014. That's quarter 4, so basically November through December. What are the top 5 games I'm looking forward to? I know that's a kind of small window. We kind of eliminated a month of big things. But there are enough titles that I feel like I can make this video together. So if any of you guys, care to take a guess in the comment section down below what my top 5 are before we get started, go for it. And even drop your top 5 down in there if you want. Mix it up a little bit. So, first things first, we're going to go back-asswards. We're going to start from 5 and go straight to 1 in order of awesomeness and sexiness to me. So, number 5 is going to kick off with Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, I'll be straight honest with you guys. I've not been the biggest Assassin's Creed fan before. I tried it once, got through, like, the tutorial, and I'm like, that's too much. Like, it was intimidating to me. I didn't like the stuff you had to learn through it. The first time I played Assassin's Creed, I stepped away from it. Didn't enjoy it, but honestly, I didn't give it a fair choice. After watching this and seeing how things are panning out and seeing how they're implementing, multiplayer into this, where the majority of the maps and everything like this, you can play with friends, up to 4 friends. That kind of stuff always enhances an experience, if you will. Being able to just mess around and joke and have somebody there extends the life of a game tenfold. So, that's pretty exciting. The combat's been rebuilt. They're introducing the Phantom Blade, which is really, really cool, because I have one in real life. And I'll be giving one away eventually when I'm done playing with it. I'm too old. My kids aren't old enough, so I'll be giving it away probably for like 200,000 subscribers or something. But it's a really, really cool device that acts and doubles as a hidden shank, or as you guys would know, the hidden blade. But it also can shoot crossbows. And I legit, in real life, 360 no-scope YY crossbowed my wife while she was on the toilet. So I was kind of like an assassin for 10 seconds. So it's pretty cool. So with that, they pretty much brought me in and enticed me back to the franchise with the cooperative play. Now, it is set to be released in November and December for Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. They have, I guess, a sister game called Assassin's Creed Rogue dropping for old consoles, but it also said it was on Windows too, so I don't know if that means PC's getting both games or if they're that much different. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. You're going to have to do a little bit of research of your own. But that's dropping on November 11th here just in a week my time for North America. Everywhere else for the most part on the 13th. And December 4th for Japan. I don't know why the big gap, but that's that. So moving on over to number 4, we have Far Cry 4. I guess that fits. So second on this list, and yet another Ubisoft project, we have Far Cry 4. Now, I first gave Far Cry a chance in the previous title, Far Cry 3. I loved wrestling with the animals. It was a great game, great story mode. I loved the roaming. I enjoyed the game a lot, to be honest. It's available on pretty much all platforms except for the Wii, the Master Race. The Windows, PS3, 4, Xbox 360, and 1. And there isn't too much information on this game out there right now. I'm going to be completely honest. They've kind of kept a lot of the information secret. There have been some people that have played it at events, but for the most part, a lot of this has been hidden in the background. We do know that not only is there single player, but there's multiplayer, cooperative, where your friends can join in and just experience the whole experience with you. I'm not sure if it's the entire game, but you know what I mean. You guys can roam and get up into random shenanigans, fist elephants, whatever it is you just plan on doing. And also, I just noticed something. I don't know how involved it's going to be, but they mentioned something about PvP as well. So we'll see exactly how that goes. Far Cry 4 is definitely going to be 4th on my list, simply because of the experience I had in 3. It's one of the best single-player game franchises out there, and has been for a few years now. So if you're looking for a game like that, Far Cry 4 is your choice. Next up, number 3, and my sleeper choice of the year, one that you may not even have heard of before. But this one, ladies and gentlemen, is awesome, because coming this winter, Kappa, is the Game of Thrones, a game by Telltale Games. Now, if you do not know, this game has yet to have a release date. This one has just been confirmed just a couple days ago that it's actually coming out this winter. So, we don't have a date exactly, but we know it is coming out in quarter 4. Now, why this is exciting is because Telltale are the guys behind a lot of the other games. A Wolf Among Us, and more importantly, the award-winning game, The Walking Dead. If you guys have never played The Walking Dead, it has to be the best campaign experience that I've ever played. Personally, I just like the story, and I thought with something such a simple game, very little choice, very little, controls, and it's just more about decision making, I would never have thought that game would have been incredible. But I absolutely loved it, and I even bought it for my mom. I gave my mom an Xbox because she loved it. And no doubt, with as gripping as The Walking Dead is and the decision-making of that game was, and let alone the importance of the series, Game of Thrones just doesn't have a problem with killing people. Oh, look, it's a Wednesday. Let's kill 9 people. This game is going to be really, really interesting if they want to rival what it is on the television series. So I'm looking forward to this game. Again, not many details are out there. All we know is a hashtag Iron from Ice. But this game is going to be dropping, and it has to be one of my most anticipated games. I heard about this game about 6 months ago, and I've been on the hype train for a while now. So looking forward to that. Number 2 on my list, and this may be just a surprise for some of you guys. And this one is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I know a lot of you people are like, oh, great Pwn, and then some of you guys are like, well, you had a good list until now, fucker. I honestly have always been a fan of Call of Duty. I've been a fan of COD, I've been a fan of Halo. Honestly, every one of those have had, 1 or 2 hits and misses. COD, probably a little more. But I've always been a fan of the franchise. I've always loved COD 4. I love Black Ops. I like Black Ops 2. It seems to kind of like hit and miss. Every other year they trade off. Well, Ghost was quite a disappointment, so I assume that this one's going to be a little bit more stable. Not to mention they had a 3-year cycle to develop this game. A whole extra year does a lot for a game. So I expect it to be unique. I expect it to still be itself, but changed a little bit. Either way, I'm hyped for it, majorly because of that. If every game had an extra year to develop it and kind of clean up what it's capable of, every game would come out flawlessly and start working a lot better. And I'm excited to see where that pans out. Some of you guys may agree with me, some of you guys may not agree with me. Either way, I'll be live streaming it tonight because it comes out tonight. So, with that being said, finally, now this one many of you guys should know, Halo, number 1, Master Chief. Now, a lot of people are like, why are you picking this as this? And I know it's weird, especially seeing as how it's an Xbox One exclusive. But I was born and raised where my real console experience was Halo 2. There was no game to ever hit the console and do me like Halo did me. It was my first. It was beautiful. The competition, the mics, the quality. Halo 2 was just unrivaled for a console experience to me. The only game that I've ever enjoyed as much as that were the Unreal Tournaments on PC. Halo has been something special to me. I believe they're going to do something big this year. They completely remastered Halo 2, which is, of course, the best game I think to ever reach console, and my favorite experience personally. But above all, they've brought in all the previous 4 Halos together, put them on one juicy little disc, and we get to play them now. We get to experience them all over. Now, generally, I'm not somebody to encourage buying something that's been remade, like The Last of Us and everything like that. It was a great game. But, I mean, seriously, just not for me. Once you've done it once, it's something else. Because it's been such a long period of time, because they're all grouped together, and because it also gives you access to Nightfall, which is their series coming out, which was pretty cool, because I saw a trailer on it. And above all, it gets you early access, or it actually gets you access to the Halo 5 Guardians beta. That's quite awesome, too. And that beta, I believe, lasts for a whole month. It goes from, like, December and a half to January and a half or something. So that's really, really cool as well. So, again, it's got its features. I'm really looking forward to it because some of my greatest console experiences were on that. And to be able to relive them in remastered situations and conditions is truly, truly exciting and pant-tightening. So, with that being said, that is my top 5 list. Be sure to leave yours down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of mine. And I will be catching you guys with some more videos tomorrow. Stay moist, ladies and gentlemen.